Hi everyone, and a huge warm welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is well. I hope you're all doing okay. Okay, in today's reading I have got an energy of your ex. It's an ex energy. Well, we are in Scorpio season, and your ex is having some very weird thoughts of you at the moment, which I'm going to go into deeper. I'm just getting very strongly that they're going to come in with some proposition, but how they actually think this is going to pan out, I'm not quite sure. But that's what I'm going to have a look into for you today. Before I start though, if you would like a really in-depth personal read regarding your situation, just check out the description box below, the links in there, and I've also put up a video, the links in the description box as well, just really going more in depth about how I do my personal read, so check that out. And there is also a free relationship report as well, so if you're interested in that, go check that out as well. Okay, let's get going. Right, like I said, your ex is at a crossroads at the moment. I did my usual, most of you used to watching me, how I read Lenormand pre-spread. They're at a crossroads, whether to choose almost family over the heart. I said to you earlier, this was a bit of a weird energy. So that they're coming to a decision whether to choose almost family, security, and possibly money over the heart. I feel the person's energy I've connected into, you've been the one that's done a lot of the chasing. They've abandoned you. I think your person's energy is almost one of somebody who just ups and runs. And I think they do play the victim. Whoever this is, they just play the victim. And I think very strongly today what they've been doing is they've played the victim to the family or their close friends, almost like they're flying monkeys. They've gone to somewhere or somebody else, and basically none of it's their fault. And for some of you, I feel that you ended this relationship, but it was almost that you had no choice but to end it. It's almost like they pushed you and pushed you and pushed you. You then reacted, and then it was all your fault. So this person's almost very strange thoughts are that they want to come back in. They're considering, you or their family, but it's almost as if they still don't realise that you feel used. And also, other people enabled them. A very strange energy today, a very strange energy. And for your energy, slap bang in the middle of all of this, I'm getting that you've actually met somebody new for some of you. Or there's going to be somebody very new very shortly. And you've started to get yourself back out there. But the energy is that your ex thinks they're going to come back in as if nothing's happened. So let's see what else we've got on this, please. Thank you. Yeah, they pushed you away. And then, like I said, for some, you ended up pushing them away because they drove you nuts in the end. But then they went running off to everybody else saying it was all your fault. What else have we got? Yeah, they breadcrumbed you. Yeah, they just breadcrumbed you. They gave you as little as possible. And the moment they thought that you were pulling back, they might give you a little bit more, and then they pull back. But very in and out energy. They were very selfish. Very selfish. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, it caused you a great deal of stress. This relationship was very one-sided. Very one-sided. For some of you, there was third-party energy. There was a third party. There was a friend also that was a mutual friend that was playing both sides here. It was almost like you ended up living on your nerves. Like you had to be prepared for absolutely anything. And I just feel today very strongly that they pushed you to react. And when you reacted, they said it was all your fault. And there were people within their family or their friendship that took their side, basically, you know, in simple ways of putting, they just took their side. But they were the ones that were causing all the problems. They were, like I say, they were very, very mean. The word mean. They were mean. Let's see what else we've got, please, on these thoughts. What are they actually thinking they're going to do, please, Spirit? What are they actually thinking they're going to do? Yeah, they're looking. They're thinking about coming back. They're thinking about coming back. This is a selfish energy. It's selfish. It's all about me. Me, 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 me. I don't think, to be honest, they really quite know what they're doing. But it's like I say, it just feels like they want to come back in as if nothing had happened. Almost like I don't know, like a reverse Hoover. And by that I mean that they will almost get you, in some shape or form, to contact them. And then if they get you back in their loop, anything that happened in the past would not have been their fault. Would not have been their fault. But there's definitely a lot of a lot to do with family here. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, wherever this person is at the moment, they're very anxious. There's a great deal of anxiety. They could have anxiety about finances. There's a lot of fighting going on in their environment, but they're very anxious because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. But I do feel really strongly that they just think they can come back in. Yeah, even though they've not been talking to you, even though they cut off communication and didn't give you any closure. They didn't give you any closure because they know. Well, actually, no, I don't think they know. I think they just wanted to blame you. They just wanted to blame you. Why else? Why else are they thinking of what are strange thoughts are they having? Strong female energy, mother figure. Always getting this in the last few weeks. Really strong. Really, like, it seems to be every other read at the moment. Either the family card and the Empress. Very, very strong female mother figure. For some of you, you could have actually had to have mothered this person. It's almost like they just couldn't take care of themselves. For some of you, they didn't actually have a very good relationship with their mother, but still listened to her anyway. Let's see what else we've got going on. And then I'm going to go more into what they're proposing to do. Knight of Cups. Yeah, they want to come back in. They want to come back in as if nothing's happened. As if it can all just be swept under the carpet. I think this person's energy, they're just in love with love. I think it's the sort of person who promises you, fairy cakes and really nice things in life, but it's all an illusion. It's just all an illusion. It's almost as if they promise you all of this, but in the end, you're the one that just ended up taking care of them, running around after them, mothering them, whilst they caused you nothing but anxiety. And like I said, there's almost even like an empath narcissistic connection here, whereas you're the empath and somebody here was quite narcissistic. I think for some of you, this person charmed you, but used you. And and just put other people first. What else have we got, please? Yeah, I honestly think that they're very optimistic about the fact that you're going to take them back. They're really optimistic that they can just, come back in as if nothing's happened, and you're just going to start from the beginning. You're just going to start from the beginning. For some of you, I've got very strong Aquarian and Libra energy here. Very strange energy today. It's like it's almost as if they've just had a brain wipe that none of it happened. None of it happened. What else, please? What else have we got? Yeah. They were very hot and cold. 6 of Cups. Very hot and cold. This person extremely hot and cold with you. At times this relationship was very intense. I think for some of you were totally love bombed. But very intense relationship. But it's almost like it's only their truth that matters. Nice Page of Cups at the bottom. This person's selfish. As long as they're getting their physical needs met, whether financial, property-wise, or whatever they've got going on, they're happy. They're quite emotionally immature. It's almost like they just haven't grown up. It's just like they haven't grown up. They're just quite childlike, really. Quite childlike. And I think for some, say it's a general read, for some they just run back to their family when it gets difficult. Definitely, for whoever this is for, you've taken a lot of the blame for this. For some of you, they've just, I don't know, for some of you there was a falling out with children. I've got here as well. Let's just have some more. Yeah, for some of you this person could even be addicted to stuff. But to be honest, they're a bit in fantasy land. They've got the boredom threshold of a gnat, as we say in the UK. That means that they just get bored so easily. It's all about them. But the weird thing is, they think that they can just come back in and pick up even where you left off. Let's see what action they're going to take, because they're actually in the middle. They haven't decided yet. But like I say, for some of you, you've got somebody new. You're sick and tired of chasing this person. You're bored. You've had enough now. You're putting yourself first. This person caused you a lot of pain in the past. For some of you, this person was a control freak. By that I mean I'm getting the energy of when you went out, they were texting you every 10 minutes. But when they went anyway, you didn't hear from them. What else have we got? What they're going to do? Yeah, selfish, 9 of Cups. They want to come back in so you can fulfill their emotional needs again. This person is actually very selfish. Very, very selfish. But I think for you, this situation that started out with so much promise became really, really disappointing. Really disappointing in the end for you. But this is an energy of somebody, I'm all right. If I'm okay, then that's fine. And they literally just think that they can come back in and waltz you off your feet without any reference to what's happened in the past, because I have got a strong third party energy here. What else have we got? Yeah, this person just wants to get their feet back under the table. Just want to get their feet back under the table, but for some of you, they had addictions. They had some form of addiction as well. And for some of you, they just used you for somewhere to stay, I'm getting. Yeah, they pushed you away. They pushed you away. You know, they left you emotionally absolutely flawed. They left you flawed. But I do feel that some of you aren't even going to entertain this. No, you're not going to entertain it, because I don't feel they're actually going to come in and address the elephant in the room. They're just going to come back in as if, like I say, pick up where we left off. And I don't think you're going to do that. Let's just see what they would like to say to you. And then I'm going to get some advice here, because this is a very mixed up energy. I bury myself in work to forget you. I think that's actually more your energy, because to be honest, the energy I'm getting here very strongly is somebody who just uses people. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I feel for that is I'm not getting that as I'm getting that as you picking yourself back up, getting your life back on track to a point. And like I say, even possibly meeting somebody new. And not really be willing to go down this road again at the moment. Yeah, that says, I couldn't let you get close to me. Why not? I'll clarify that. I want to be more than friends. Okay, why won't they let you get close to them? This is a very bizarre energy. No, they wouldn't. They kept secrets from you. They were secretive. For some of you, there could have been something. You know, there always is something in the past. I don't think people inherently turn out or mean to treat people the way they do as they get older. There could have been something way back that they've never talked about, that has caused them to be the way they are. But they were definitely keeping secrets. You know, things were not as they seemed. For some of them, they could have had quite an oppressive childhood. But it's just, like I say, it's just this very, very strong, I'm coming back in and we can just all start again. Let's see what the advice for you is. I'll get some on advice and then just the best possible outcome at the moment. Like I say, it's just a daily energy check, so this energy could shift. Advice. Yeah, I think focus on yourself at the moment. Go out with your friends. I think some of you have started to pick the pieces up for yourself. Beware, this person will come across, it is almost like you're going to get a very out of the blue, impulsive, cheery message like a hi, how are you? Let's reconnect. Completely oblivious to possibly the third party, possibly family interference, possibly even narcissism. And just be aware of that. This person's just, they don't think. Yeah, advice for you, consider that very carefully. Be very, very careful. Be very careful. Be very careful what they're offering you. It's very easy to look back at the past, especially the good times. We all do it. You know, we forget the bad times and we look at the good times. But the advice here is to consider very carefully what you're being offered. What you're being offered, because it might come across as fun and fantastic to start with. But I think this person's still very confused. I think they're stuck in a very selfish energy. I think you could be the one that ends up doing all the caring again. Bottom of the deck, I've got 3 of Swords as the underlying energy. What you don't see coming is the Magician, which in this reading, 2 things for me. 1, 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 2 things for me. communication and charming you, charming the birds out the sky, Knight of Cups as well. But the overall energy is still a broken heart and third party and lies, you know, being extremely charming, telling you they've changed, you know, pulling every trick out the bag, but not actually telling you the whole truth about everything, especially around family. I'm just going to have a few more, just a couple more of these Lenormands, and then I'll get to the best possible outcome in a minute. But you're being advised to consider whatever they're bringing in very carefully, because there's secrets, there's things not as they seem. I still think there's a family influence. I still think there's a third party here. What else have we got? Yeah, they just think they're going to be successful in this. For some of you, this is almost, or they're dealing with a karmic. There's a karmic involved in here somewhere. What else have we got? Yeah, this person's got really hopeful that they can just come back in. Really hopeful that they can just come waltzing back in. Let's have one more. Yeah. I've got a male energy here. Male energy. They just think it's going to be clear cut. They just think that you're just going to say yes. I think that's the weirdness I was picking up at the beginning of this reading. Yeah, for some of you, they're going to come back in and offer you everything. You know, they're going to come back in and offer a commitment. But consider it very carefully. Let's have the best possible outcome, please. Because there's a lot of deceptive energy on this, on my table today. Let's see what the best possible outcome. Like I say, I've got the Three of Swords at the bottom of that deck, so I just think you need to be careful. Let's see what the best possible. Ooh, I think for some of you, you'll just end up back where you began to start with. That this person will breadcrumb you again. That they will want to exert control in some shape or form. Ten of Swords. That is not a good outcome. That is not a good outcome at all. That is, you know, that you will be absolutely left again. You know, stabbed, betrayed. Really don't like that card at all. Another outcome is, yeah, you're going to get communication. You are going to get communication, but it is almost saying to me to tell you, just, you know, be careful. Just be careful. Don't take it quickly. Make sure that, you know, what they're offering is that they're actually going to back it up, and they're not just, you're not just being used. Because I've got Three of Swords and a Ten of Swords, so that I think is the weirdness of it all. The fact that they think that they can just, whoever this is, just come back in and start again, as if nothing's happened. So I hope that's helped somebody today. Quite a very, very strange energy today. Anyway, I hope it's helped you. And like I said before, if you want an in-depth personal reading, just check out the description box below. There's also a video about how I do my readings and also a free relationship report. Go check that out as well. And as I always say, thank you so much for all your likes, subscribes, comments. I read all my comments and I do answer as many of them as I can when I can. Take care of yourselves and always put yourselves first, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.